Baseball still in a lockout with spring training scheduled to start next month. MLB and its Players Association met today to try to hammer out a new collective bargaining agreement. That definitely didn't happen. ESPN reports the league made a proposal and the players didn't like it. A reporter for the MLB network says the league offered to increase the pay for younger players, but the union described that proposal as disappointing. No word yet on how or when the players plan to counter. Pitchers and catchers supposed to report in just a few weeks. CNBC's sports business reporter Jabari Young is here. Jabari, can they do this, or is it a lost cause?
Good evening, Shep. They can do it, and they will do it. There will be baseball this year. It's just a matter of when they will do it. You know, listen, today's meeting was more a temperature gauge, you know, how both sides were feeling. You just mentioned that the players weren't necessarily happy. I wasn't expecting them to go into any meeting happy, but they are talking, right? That's progress, because just a month ago they were locked out and those counter proposals that they made just weren't getting anywhere. But I look at this as saying, hey, where do they see eye to eye on? And you can look at that as saying, where are they counter proposing at? You know, things like, you know, the draft lottery, how to revamp that, you know, similar to maybe something like the NBA. You know, expanded postseason and draft compensation. Those are things that they are making some type of counter proposals on. So you know that they're in agreement on that. But you got other things, you know, obviously service time manipulation. You know, how do you deal with any type of pension and benefit adjustments in this, you know, particular labor agreement? So there's still things to be worked out. Mid-February will tell you more than today. I think what you saw today was just a temperature gauge. They are talking. That's progress, but still stuff to be done. Process, not an event.
You know, Jabari, we're now hearing that Apple could make a bid to stream some games. What do we know?
Yeah. Well, this is something that does make sense, right? You know, originally coming into it, when ESPN, you know, walked away from these weekday rights on Monday and Wednesdays, you're kind of figuring, okay, who's going to take it over? A traditional network, I think everybody was kind of looking at. Wrong way to look at it. A tech company like Apple, listen, MLB and Apple, they've had a relationship dating all the way back to when MLB first arrived in the Apple Store, when the Apple Store was up and running. So, you know, the history is there. MLB, they need the content distribution, and Apple has the money, right? Even if MLB wants $350 million, which is what they were rumored to be asking, it makes sense because they got billions of dollars on hand. So I feel like this is one of those things where I'm looking forward to see if it happens. And if they finalize something, this is going to be good for Apple moving forward in the content business.